friends, and welcome back to Aaron's Anxiety. I am your host, Aaron, your personal guide through anxiety. Before we get started, let me say a big, warm thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. We've had quite a few in the last month or so, and I think it's kind of because of the COVID. It's kind of everybody got their their nerves up. But we've had an influx in new subscribers and then the normal. So we just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, feel free to join us on Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Aaron's Anxiety Family. Type that in. It's a group. It's a great place to go. There's one stipulation to get in the group. You got to answer the questions truthfully. That's it. If you don't answer the questions, I can't let you in because I don't know if you're a bot or somebody trying to sell me something, yada yada. So answer the questions, you're in the group. A lot of great people, a lot of great information, some funny memes about anxiety, which is, you got to find the bright side somehow. Glass half full, right? So, excuse me, COVID-19. So, today I wanted to kind of make an update video as far as where I'm at, because these videos not only help you guys, but they also help me for later on. It's a good way to keep track, and I always say that if you have a little extra time, make a YouTube channel or a YouTube video or even a regular video on your phone just to kind of keep a log, kind of like a video diary of how your anxiety is going. It's a really good way to kind of look back and see how you've been doing and how much you've progressed, okay? Because honestly, I look back at some of my earlier videos when I just started. Sorry about this road, it's really bumpy. It's smooth as glass, right? I look back at my other videos when I first started this journey and some of my first videos, and I'm like, at the time, I'm thinking I'm doing better because I was like in the thicket, kind of just getting out of the thicket. There's something in my beard over here, look at that. And I thought I was doing fine, you know what I mean? And even the videos, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing better. But you could tell I was just like tired looking. I looked tired, I looked drained. And that was because I still was stewing and dwelling on thoughts. Like, it was horrible. Like, I never should have put myself through that stuff. However, it is what it is. Here it is. So if you have the time, it is a great tool. So here is my update of my 5 milligram Lexapro. Okay, and so I'm doing this because at the point where I'm at now with the anxiety, I'm kind of branching out and doing things just because I want to see what happens. Okay, I'm at a safe place in my brain, and now when I get anxiety, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I know what that is now. I have like a third neutral party perspective, if that makes sense. And now I can look back and be like, okay, this is what it is. I know I'm going to get back to par. I'm going to, if I'm having some anxiety, I know I'm going to get back to okay. So I'm not freaking out this is forever anymore. And now I can kind of play with it and kind of experiment with it. And when I come up with what happens, I just kind of come to you guys and I'm like, hey, here's what happened when I did something. So, I've been on, for those of you that follow avidly, you'll know that I've been, I was on 10 milligrams and I went down to 5 milligrams, and I've been on 5 milligrams for like at least 3 months now. Like, it's been a little while now. Definitely my body is used to the 5 milligrams once a day, okay? So, fast forward a little bit to the last week or so. With the whole COVID thing, I've been taking off work just as a lot of other people have. I'm going into people's houses, and I don't know what they got, okay? So, but I digress. Anyways, my pills, they stay here in the van, okay? And the reason is because I hop in this van every morning, so take a pill in the morning, I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. I don't have to go searching for my pills. Where's my pills? Sounds old. So, for this, I haven't been in the van. I haven't been working. So I'll be inside and I'll be like, oh, I got to take my pill, which is probably what a lot of you guys do. Oh, I got to take that pill. And you're like, oh, I'm going to go grab it after I do this. And then I don't go grab it after I do that because I forget. And then I forget. And then it gets to like 4 or 5 o'clock at night. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take it the next morning. Otherwise, I'm going to take it at 5, take it again in the morning. It's like, I didn't give it enough time, you know? So you do that, and I did that for like 3 or 4 days. It was like 3 days, a little over 3 days in a row. No, it had been going into the 4th day. It was 3 solid days, yeah. So, and I want to tell you what happened, okay? Because it is, like I said, a little bit more predictable. But being like when I was when I was on 10 milligrams and I would do something like that, I'd go a couple days without it. At first it was bad. Later on, not so bad. Later on, I'm like, oh, I got a little anxiety, pop the pill. 15 minutes later, it was like an aspirin. Once it's already in your system, that's when it can act like an aspirin. But for this particular situation, I've only been on 5. So when you're on 5 milligrams, it's a little bit different. There ain't a whole lot of serotonin flooding around. So when you kind of get to that other end of the pill and you went 3 days without it, it's not like the same because you had a higher dose earlier. It's not the same because now I went 3 days going on, so technically it was 4 days. 4 days without it, and by the 4th day, I was like feeling anxious. Here's the thing. Here's how you know. It's never like, you know what I mean? I mean, it can be, but it's never like panic attacks, freaking out. It's usually like I kind of feel a little heightened sense of anxiety. What's going on here? And then that's when it'll go over, and you'll be like, something will happen, something stupid that has nothing to do with it, right? And you're like, something that would never make you upset under normal circumstances. Okay, so to give you guys an example, my best buddy and me have been watching a lot of it's like a survival thing. It's called Kill, Clean, Cook videos. And if you're interested in that stuff, it's kind of neat. And basically, what is it? If things ever happen and you needed to, could you go out into the woods and kill a squirrel and know how to skin it, gut it, clean it, and cook it for your family if you ever needed to? Not that you would really want to go with squirrel, but that's just my example. So I have a spot that I've been shooting guns at ever since I was little. I go back there, I shoot. It's like a business property that they don't care. Granted, they're not going to want me there. They're going to be like, oh yeah, go back there and do that. But at the same time, they're never there. It's a company that uses the dirt for like foundations on houses, and they've got like 80-something acres, probably plus, and so they never go into the woods, so they don't care. And that's not just me. A lot of people do it. Like I'm one of many, and so there's a lot of people that hunt there as well. And so when you're there, or if you're riding a quad through there or whatever, you're like, oh, you see squirrels because there's walnut trees, blah blah blah. Anyways, I digress. I'm getting too far out of it. I was like, hey, we should go hunt there, and he was like, no, I don't want to. And I was like, yeah, but there's so many squirrels there. If we're trying to go squirrel hunt, and he was like, oh, nah, I don't want to go. I was like, dude, it's not a big deal. I've been hunting there forever. My family's hunted there. Friends have hunted there. I know a lot of people that have hunted there. He goes, yeah, well, I won't be hunting there. And so normally, I don't care. I don't care. He's got 20 acres that we can hunt on. I don't care. But for some reason, in my chestal region, I was like stewing. I was like, why won't he go hunting with me? Why won't he take my idea? And so, and then I had to step back and like, whoa, like I didn't say this to him because it's none of his business what's going on in my head as far as my anxiety goes. But that's what it was doing. It was making me anxious, and it was making me angry about something I would never otherwise care about. Imagine you're like, ooh, this vanilla ice cream is so good. And somebody's like, oh, I only like strawberry. But just try the vanilla. They're like, no, I'm never going to try vanilla. I like strawberry. And then you seethe with anger because they won't try it. So that's what was going on. And so I knew it was impractical, and I knew it was because I hadn't been taking my Lexapro. So I didn't say anything to my buddy about it. And definitely wasn't going to act on that because he's a totally cool guy, and it was definitely on my end. Definitely was nothing to do with him. So that's what happened. It was little things like that, or my wife would say something that was stupid, like, hey, you didn't tighten the jar of jelly like before making your sandwich. What? And then you just feel the anger in the pit of your, like right underneath your chestal region. Feel it. And it just makes you mad. And I hated it. So I was coming back to Lexapro anyway, but when I did come back, this is only day 1, and already I'm feeling better. Already I'm feeling back to par because my body's so used to saying, oh, hey, I know this drug. I know what to do with it. Let's just throw it right over here where we know it needs to go. No need to filter the rest of it out other places. We know right where it goes. And it finds its happy little home up there in the brain, in the amygdala. letting the serotonin go. So that's what happened this time around when I tried to get away from it. But other than that, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I got to give you the good and the bad. The good is the first 2 days, easy stream. There was nothing. I didn't even know I didn't take it. Like, it was good to go. But by day 3, the beginning, 3.5, that's when it started kind of like, welling up. Started feeling it. And then by the time I got to that night, that was when I was, hanging out with him, and I was like, so, good and bad, it is what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not ready to come off of Lexapro. I don't know if I'll ever be ready to come off of Lexapro, and that does not bother me. I don't care. As long as there are companies making it, I don't care. I used to freak out all the time. I don't want to be on this forever. Now I'm like, let's be on this forever. This is great. Let's do this all the time. So, all right, friends. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I hope if you're in your journey and you're at the spot that I am, that this will kind of help you decide if how many days you want to go, or it'll help future me if I'm watching this. Don't go over 2 days, bro. You got this, future Aaron. Do your thing. So, other than that, friends, if you made it this long, if you have made it this far, we're 11 minutes and 35 seconds into it. If you made it this far, hit the like button. That just lets me know that you made it this far. I usually have something at the end of the video. Every now and then I'll be like, hey, I don't know if people are making it this far. Say blue shirt in the comments. You know what I mean? And then people are like, blue shirt? Because they actually made it this far. Well, this time, if you made it this far, hit the like button. Let me know you made it this far. So, and other than that, friends, I got nothing else for you. I got some ideas written down here of what I want to do in future videos. I've always got ideas, but I always want to expand on them. I kind of talk them out. Sometimes I'll make a couple videos. I'm like, yeah, I got it by the third one. So sometimes I need to walk me through these premises before I even push them out there. So if you have an idea for a video that I haven't already done yet, hit me up. I've taken several requests. So just let me know if there's any way that I can be of assistance to you or help you. I would love to be a part of your journey. All right, friends, until next time, I'm Aaron.